Recording. We have liftoff. We are live. Welcome, everybody, and a special welcome to Mrs. Trish Springsteen. How are you this morning, Trish?
I'm absolutely awesome, Janice.
Excellent. Are we fired up, ready to go to have this interview where the other day you were interviewing me?
That's right. And I'm looking forward to this interview.
Excellent, excellent. So we'll start off and we'll share a little bit of a story and debriefing of Trish Springsteen. Trish is a multinational award-winning speaker, mentor, international best-selling author, a radio host specialising in speaker training. Clients work with Trish because they know she can help them have the confidence and self-belief to leverage their business with speaking and communication. Typically, Trish mentors introverts, authors, and advocates, helping them to step up and share their message with those who need to hear it. Now, I can vouch for that because Trish has actually been a wonderful mentor and friend to me, and I'm stepping up in a different way. Trish is passionate about creating confident communicators and is the co-founder and owner of Trish, a company dedicated to bringing communication and effective speaking skills to individuals, businesses, and organisations. Trish speaks on communication, public speaking, the key to success, conquering the fear of public speaking, personal development, positive thinking, networking, leadership and gender communication. She believes that you believe, act and share. Sorry, I'll say that again. She believes that when you believe, act and share, you become empowered and are building the foundation for success. Trish has brought improved speaking and communication skills to published authors, advocates, bloggers, and introverts, as well as communication, speaking and presenting skills to accountants from Crosby, Warren Sinclair, executives from the IQ Business Group and Uricon, scientists from the Rio Tinto Alcon, engineers from James Hardie, and property retail experts from James Lassalle. Oh my goodness, that was a mouthful. Miss Trish, that is a credit to you for the broad range of people that have engaged with you. It's been good for you?
Oh, I loved it. I love being able to work with a variety of people in a variety of ways.
Excellent, excellent. Trish has been a keynote speaker and MC for conferences, events, gala dinners and meetings nationally and internationally. Her speaking events include various Chambers of Commerce, Women's Network Australia events, Australia Institute of Office Professionals, 2017 the Hydro Clean Australia Conference, 2016 the Brisbane EAN Conference, International Medical Recruitment Conference, and National Laundry Conference. That's in a unique area. Well done, Trish. Trish is a gold winner in the 2016 Women's World Awards Woman of the Year, Mentor or Coach of the Year, and bronze winner in the 2016 Woman World Awards Female Entrepreneur of the Year. Trish is an author, a co-author, a contributing author of 11 books, and is featured in Motivational Speakers Australia. Well, welcome, Trish Springsteen. That is an absolute accolade to your credibility. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you for that introduction.
Look, I think it's a situation from your experience that you got there from hard work. You also got there because it's been lots of stepping stones along your walk in the personal development field. Would I be right there?
Look, we're all in a journey. We're all on a journey of personal growth, and each of us take that journey the way we need to, and in the direction we need to go. So my belief is that we all need to be developing our personal growth to continue on that journey. Some of us do it automatically. Some of us really put a lot of effort into it. And those who are conscious of their personal growth and those who actually put some effort into it, look for finding mentors and coaches, and that they're the ones who get further on their journey. My journey's taken a long time, and some of it was all done unconsciously, and some of it was not, has been done purposefully. And most of that from the various milestones that have happened in my life, which have sort of put towards getting where I want to be in my personal growth. Yeah, we're all on a journey, we're all personally growing.
Exactly.
And that's what's so exciting.
I know. And in some points, they're pivotal points. They're pivotal points that actually turn you around, tweak you, shift you, lift you, whatever that is for you. Trish, it's an absolute honour to have you speaking with us for the simple reason you're coming from the experience of what that has been for you. So we'll move on to question 1 here. With everything that has happened in your life, what was your biggest wake-up call that you look towards personal development as a way to improve your life? And I'm talking also around the mindset of what was happening for you at that point in time when you realised that it was a wake-up call.
Sharing from my perspective, because of course my passion is speaking and communication. And one of the biggest problems with speaking is that there's a fear of getting up and speaking. And a lot of that comes from not knowing what you're going to be saying, not knowing where you're going to be, not knowing your audience. And maybe sometimes it's a traumatic event in your past life, or you've seen someone have a traumatic event where they've got up to speak and it hasn't worked so well for them, or quite often goes back to childhood when you've been asked to do all those book presentations and all those things at school, and you've got to do it because you've got to get your mark, but it's been really traumatic for you, and you think to yourself, well, I'm never going to speak again. For me, basically, I'm an introvert. I have been, always am, always will be an introvert. And I was quite happy not to do speaking if you could help it. Thank you very much. I used to get anybody else to speak. Not good at going to meetings. My concept of going to a meeting and speaking to people was to find the nearest exit, the clock and the pot plant. You've heard my story before. Time 10 minutes, hide behind the pot plant, disappear out the exit. And that was my whole concept of going to meetings and speaking. And in my business life, I would delegate if I could. If I didn't, I would try and do something and it wouldn't be very effective. So basically the mindset around that, which I've discovered, not only because as an introvert, most introverts are quite happy on their own, they don't like to get up and speak, but also the mindset is a lack of self-belief. And a lack of confidence in yourself, which is why I'm very much passionate about helping people to believe in themselves, because when you believe in yourself and you have that confidence, then you can get all the strategies and techniques to act, and then you helped me have the confidence in myself and to realise that I could get up and speak. And I was loving speaking and loving training. And the basis of that then led into my business. But along the way then I was also had a few personal situations which led me to believe and realise that speaking isn't just about speaking from the stage. A lot of people think, because of their fear of speaking, and when we talk public speaking, that we're talking about getting up and speaking to large audiences and speaking from the stage. And yes, that's part of it. But what I realised through the milestones and the pivotal situations that I had in my personal life was that it was actually the speaking journey that gave you the confidence. Because when you realise that you can speak to people, when you realise that you can do and talk and answer an impromptu question, and that you can talk to people, they're not going to throw tomatoes at you, and that you actually get through it all, that actually changes your mindset and it gives you a confidence. And what I realised that journey, what gives you the confidence to be and do everything you want to do in your personal life and in your business life. That's why I say speaking underpins everything you do. You get the confidence of speaking skills, You don't have to speak from the stage. But those confidence of knowing how to put together a presentation, knowing how to harness the emotion to be an advocate or to sell your idea and your mission, that's what you take to your personal life to increase your confidence in your personal life. So that even if it's just going up to speak to a teacher for a parent-teacher evening, knowing that you can go and say to the teacher your concerns and do it in a nice, concise and coherent way, that's what speaking skills give you. Being able to go in and start your business and have that confidence to go and network or to talk to your clients, that's what speaking skills give you. So that's why I'm passionate, and that's why I'm passionate about personal growth, including speaking and communication, because it's the mindset that gets changed, because it's the confidence and the belief in yourself from those skills that will help you.
Correct. And I'm going to add to that, Trish, because as a progeny, if that's the right word, of taking your course, protege.
You're not my daughter. Not yet.
Okay. Is everything that you've just said, this type of interview was never on my radar. But it's given me the skills and the confidence to just go, what? Let's do this. And I'm getting lots of positive responses. So, you know, every part of the journey is a stepping stone to where you may end up. It may not be exactly where you've started and think you're going to go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Trish, let's look. Who was one of the top leaders in the personal development world that inspired you? Now, there's a list of hundreds, so I'm just going to run a couple off. Bob Proctor, Mike Dillard, Tony Robbins, John DeMartini, Christopher Howard. I mean, I could go on. Robert Kawasaki keeps coming up, so I have to add him now to my list. Brendan Burchard has also been added to my list. Which one of those was really shared with you that you knew you were on your way? You knew that they were inspiring and everything started to fall into place?
Going to throw a little spanner in your works, because none of them.
Wow.
I'm really not really bought into or read much of any of those people. I know them, and I know a lot of people who have really got a lot from them.
Yep.
For me, for my personal growth, it's a lot of my inwards stuff that's helped me. It's the situations that have helped me, and it's my mentors. There were not big, huge people like this, but mentors that have taken an interest in what I'm doing and have fostered my self-belief. Now, for me, the people that I follow, actually, a couple of them are no longer alive. Eleanor de Roosevelt is a very big person that I would put for my own personal growth. Because if you look at Eleanor Roosevelt, she was an introvert, but she had a big impact with the United Nations. Correct. She had massive impact with establishing a whole lot of issues and things that have now are still in place today.
Yeah.
So I look at her, and I think, as an introvert myself, I looked at her and found her as a very great touchstone for personal growth.
Very inspiring to you.
Yeah. And Maggie Thatcher, funnily enough, Maggie Thatcher, past Prime Minister of England, another very strong lady who did it her way and believed in herself enough that she did it her way. So those are sort of people that I follow. Elizabeth I, Queen Elizabeth I, a very strong person in that, watching her. So I take my personal growth from people whose visions and missions resonate with me. Their lives resonate with me. They're people who have overcome issues, have fostered a self-belief in what they're doing, have really surged forward. Now, if you want to come forward to modern day, Sir Richard Branson is one that I follow of personal growth, because he's quirky and I'm quirky. He's quirky and he's made his quirkiness work for him. Yeah. I'm quirky and I own my quirkiness, and I'm very comfortable in that. So I follow what he's doing, and I absolutely love, he's got a great quote on communication, and he's very, very much into communication. So that's also from where I look. I see what he's done. I also see how he resonates. He's not been successful at everything that he's done, So for me, that's someone to really look at for personal growth, because, hey, people, we're not always successful in everything we do. No matter who you look at, any one of those people that you've read out with personal growth have issues where they've had challenges that they've had to bounce back from.
Correct.
And so those are the people that resonate with me at this stage.
Brilliant. I love it. I mean, I had another interviewee who actually read all the classical books. I think it was Jane Eyre and all of that era.
Yeah.
And she got so much inspiration from it that, you know, her whole world has flipped. You know, just as inspiring. So, yes, that's very inspiring where you have connected with those people that have inspired you the most. I love it. Brilliant, Trish.
I believe, you know, you find the people who resonate with you, either they're mentors, people that there could be family members, there could be friends, there could be people from past and those are the people that you resonate with, the people that are going to help you in your personal growth. So there's no one true way, and there's no, you know, you don't have to have seen all the top personal growth people.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Who is today. You may not resonate with them. And that's not saying that they're not resonating with other people, but you find the people that you resonate with, and they're the people that are going to help you with your personal growth. And that's what's really important.
Yeah, that's a very valid point. Very valid point. So, Trish, when did you know that you recognized you were on path and really felt that emotion, and that you recognized that your life was going to change, that you could really feel the difference and were inspired to want to learn more, do more?
I guess it was when I realised that I loved speaking and training. And then when I realised that I could actually influence people. There's a personal situation that really was a highlight for me. That was losing our son Craig to suicide. And at that time I had to do the eulogy at his funeral. And that's not something that I wish any of your watchers and listeners to have to go through. But the big thing was the aha moments several months later, when I realised that being able to do that and to deliver that eulogy and do it in a way that was able to do justice to his life, I realised that came from my speaking and training skills, which is why I'm so passionate about people getting good skills, because when crisis situations, they are things that are really going to stand you in good stead.
Correct.
I guess at that aha moment, I realised, wow, this is what's so valuable about speaking. So I don't want people to have to go in crisis. So I guess the other one was when I had a client that I was mentoring, and she came to me because she had a very big following on the internet and had to do an interview on TV, which she did, but she was very, very nervous about it. But the defining point that for her, which was also a defining point for me, was when she was told, we'd love to offer you a 10-minute TV segment. Now, who wouldn't want that? However, the words that followed that was, we can't offer it to you because you're too nervous. Now, if she'd been prepared, I mean, you know, hey, wow, you know, up and then, no, she probably would, you know, she's that good that they, you know, they would come back with her later. But the thing is, that defining moment to me when I was working with her, and that's why she came to work with me because of that, was that became my passion to help people have good communication, speaking skills, so that doesn't happen to them. So when opportunities come, you're ready. To grab those opportunities and not then be told, well, you're lacking something, you need to go away and find that, because that opportunity may not come back again.
Couldn't agree more with you. Totally.
Those are defining moments, and realise that, and then when people come to me and say, oh, look, thank you so much, and I see my mentoring clients grow and change and be who they want to be, that's when I realise that I have a message. And I guess it also, those points were defining in realising that even though I am an introvert, I can stand up and speak. I can stand up and share my message, because I realise that if I don't do that, then I'm being selfish. And that's what I share with a lot of my mentoring people now, is when I'm mentoring, is that by not overcoming and having what I call having 60 seconds of insane courage and getting up and doing something or saying yes or grabbing an opportunity, If you don't do that, then you are being selfish.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because it could be one person listening to this interview, one person, a client that I speak a few words to, a presentation that I give, something I say on my radio show could change and be the defining moment for one person listening to that. And if I'm selfish and let my fear, my self-confidence doubts, my mentoring doubts, any of those doubts stop me and prevent me from having that 60 seconds of insane courage, then that's probably impacting someone else's life. So I guess when I realised that I couldn't be selfish, that I can change people's lives, that I don't have to know whether I have or not, but the opportunity is there, and if I don't share my message, then I'm stopping someone else from growing. And that was a defining moment as well.
Very, very important too, Trish, because we don't know what our message that we share out and when it's touched somebody else. And I think it's very important that we get clear in our own message, because you're defining the fact that whilst you're an introvert, but you've really become congruent with what your message is around public speaking. Your impact on others that hear this message or any message that you share only has to be one point. And it could be just a tipping point that actually changes. Oh, I can do that another way now because X, Y, Z, P, Q, and R. I love it, love it, love it. Now, I didn't actually ask you how many pages on the internet you have, and I know you've got a few. So as a way forward here, what led you to create your significant pages on Facebook? And this is where you can have a plug for yourself. Right? This is the win-win part of it all. And share, what messages you share in some of your websites, not websites, so Facebook pages that you have, or maybe you may have a website.
Okay. I actually have two websites. One is my TriShow. TriShow is my company. And my TriShow website is my corporate website, where I reach out to businesses and that who would like me to work with their staff. And my corporate website is also where I work at my public workshops. Then there's my other website, which is trishspringsteen.com. That's my mentoring site. It's where my radio show replays go. It's where my blog is. And it's where my speaking people, if they want to contact me to speak on their stages, online summits, virtual or via in person, that's where you can go to that. Now, when it comes to Facebook, I have 5 Facebook pages, sorry. I have a TriShow Facebook page. There's about 1,000 people following me on TriShow. And that's where I share mostly my workshops and tips about speaking and everything like that. I have a Facebook page for my Trish Springsteen Speaking. You can go there, you put Trish Springsteen Speaking, you'll find that. That's where I share mostly my radio show, things about when I'm speaking, where I'm speaking, and also a few tips about speaking on there as well. I have a Facebook page called Fear of Speaking. And the reason for that, because people search for fear of speaking, they can come up and find that. And I search, I put a lot of things on there about overcoming your fear of speaking, sharing those sort of things. It's a place for people to come if they've got that fear of speaking. They can do a first touch to me. The other Facebook page I've got is my Trish Springsteen author page. And that is to highlight all the books that I've written, co-authored and been a contributing author to. And that's where people can connect with me on that author side. And so not only to read my books or find out about my books, but also authors can connect with me, because I like to work with authors who they write their books and then it's sort of caught up inside. They don't know how to leverage that book into where they want to be or share that message. So it's a place where authors can touch base as well. And then I do have one other page, which is called Women in Personal Development. It's for women and their personal growth. And I share a lot of women's stuff, personal growth issues. And again, it's a page for people who, for women who want to involve themselves in their personal growth, can touch place there. So that's where it's involved.
Now, I'm just going to say, did I miss, and you have said about the blog with Trish?
Yeah, my blog is on my trishspringsteen.com page.
Okay, that's where that is.
You go to
Okay.
trishspringsteen.com/blog. You'll see my blog. In 2016, it was named in the top 50 public speaking blogs.
Oh wow, that's excellent credibility to you. You're on fire, Miss Trish. I love it.
It's all about becoming an influencer, and that's basically, if you really want to boil down what I do, of speaking, with communication, with mentoring, with leveraging your business, whether you're an introvert, an advocate, or an author, it boils down to what I do is I help you become and continue and start your journey, become an influencer in this world today.
Very much so. And I say a big, sincere public thank you here, because Trish has been an inspiration to me, and I highly recommend contacting Trish in a way to just have that initial conversation to see if she's a good fit for you, to take you on that journey. It's, it's been an awesome road, and I'm grateful for it, absolutely thankful and grateful. So I'll bring our little interview into a close now, and primarily I was to do a call for action, which I think I've just done. So I do appreciate your time, Trish, and thank you very much for sharing with us. Thank you very much for taking us on that little bit of a journey around the whole aspect of stepping up to speak out.
Yeah.
I love it.
Leverage your business.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Thank you.